Welcome back to another game review. Today we have the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins, round 2, game number 3. Let's just say this was very lopsided. I'm going to say that right now. There was a lot of plays that really surprised me. Both goaltenders. I honestly don't know, man. I was thinking to myself, Boston seems unstoppable. And you come into these playoffs and I'm thinking to myself, are they? Because after this game, you think to yourself, okay, so Boston lost game 1. Okay, you can always bounce back in game 2. You always can. And either team could have won this game, but that did not happen. And it was a very tough game for them. First period, Andre Palat, just 12:46 into the first period. His second goal of the playoffs, Sergachev and Kucherov getting the assists. Power play goal, 1-0 Tampa. And after that, Boston seemed to be pressuring early. And then Boston takes that one penalty, and then that just ends up being crap. And a lot of people were arguing, are the referees biased to Boston? I don't think the referees are biased to anyone. They're just blind. The referees just make some bad calls sometimes, and they don't make some calls sometimes, and it stinks. But it is what it is. I guess you could say. So yeah, 1-0 Tampa. Then 13:01, just a little bit after that one goal, Yanni Gourde gets the Lightning their second goal of the game, third goal of the playoffs. Coleman and Chernak get the assist. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 Boston. 2-0 Tampa. And after that, it really just took off for Tampa from there. End of the first period, Boston goes in the locker room. I'm thinking to myself, oh boy. It's not looking too good for Boston. Second period, Mikhail Sergachev gets his first goal of the playoffs with Kucherov and Point getting the assist. It was a power play goal. 3-0 Tampa Bay, just 2:14 into the second period. I was like, oh boy, the hole's big for them already. But at least Bruins made it a little bit, somewhat closer with, Brad Marchand gets his 7th goal of the playoffs with Krug and Pastrnak getting the assist, power play goal. Just 2 minutes after the Sergachev goal to make it 3-1. Kept going after that. Alex Killorn gets his 3rd goal of the playoffs with Palat and Kucherov getting the assist. Power play goal, 4-0 Tampa. Now, you look at this. With Stamkos being out, Tampa's really struggled on the power play. They proved that wrong tonight. They proved that super wrong tonight with 3 power play goals. And it's just perfect. I think their power play is back together. I think with Stamkos gone, this team really hasn't changed. I think the players that needed to step up to the plate with Stamkos being gone have really stepped up. I think that with how much with Stamkos being out, we don't know when Stamkos is coming back, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, John Cooper asked to stop asking for updates, and we don't know when Stamkos is coming back. Stamkos could come back next round, or he could come back never. So, but I don't think it's really a problem anymore for Tampa with Stamkos. I think Tampa's just doing better, and that kind of doesn't look good for Stamkos, because you're thinking to yourself, oh, maybe the lineup maybe they won't want to change the lineup. No, Stamkos is their best player. Stamkos is their second best player in my opinion. And I just think that it's been a tough ride for Stamkos, but I think he'll come back. Brayden Point makes it 5-1 with Killorn and Sergachev getting the assists. Point's 6th goal of the playoffs, just 15-23 into the second period. It's 5-1. Vladar is out. Vladar is coming in. Halak's out. It has to be expected. It's 5-1. It's just not. It was just not a good game for Boston. So they pull Halak out. They pull Vladar in. I think in the 4th goal potentially there was a fight. It was between Tyler Johnson and Torrey Krug. Now it was a breakaway with it was the Point goal. It was a breakaway with Point. Point scores the goal immediately after Wagner. Krug and Johnson get into a fight, and they just drop the gloves. They start fighting. Krug wins the fight. 5 minutes for fighting both of them. And Vladar comes in. It was just not a good game for either goaltender for Boston. Stellar for Vasilevsky and their team. Alex Killorn with his 4th goal of the playoffs, 2nd goal of the game, makes it 6-1. And I'm like at that point, I might as well just do the game review now, because it's pretty miserable for Boston right now. Gordon Bogosian get the assist, 18:01 in the second period. It's 6-1. I'm like, well, I guess the game's over for now. And the commentators actually said that Boston's not winning this game. It's over. I'm like, imagine if Boston comes back. Yes, it's 6-1. They're down by 5 goals, but there's 20 minutes left to play at the time. I'm thinking to myself, imagine if they come back. That was not the case. At 3:58 in the third period, Nikita Kucherov scores the final goal of the game, his 4th goal of the playoffs, with Point getting the assist. It is 7-1 Tampa. And that concludes the game. Final score was 7-1 Tampa. Not a good game for Boston. Shots on goal were 31-24 in favor of Tampa. Halak letting in 5 goals on Halak letting in 5 goals. Vladar letting in only 2. Sucks for Vladar too, by the way. It's his first NHL game starting, and it just sucks. It sucks that he has to come into this loss. Power plays, Tampa was 3 for 6, as I mentioned. Without Stamkos, their power play has been great. Bruins have been 1 for 3 on the power play. Penalty minutes have been 39-13 in favor of 39-13 Boston. The hits were 50-40 in favor of the Bruins. It's always the hits. They're always pressuring really hard. Whenever your team's losing, you really just get physical at that point. Especially when you're down 6-1, 7-1. You're thinking to yourself, okay, we're just gonna kick the crap out of other players now. We're just gonna beat them up, and then maybe we can at least get a few goals. That didn't work. Blocked shots were 15-12 in favor of Tampa. Tampa playing really good defense. Vasilevsky only 1 goal let in. 3 stars of the game. You had Nikita Kucherov at the top. Number 86, right wing. You have Killorn, 2nd star. He had 2 goals today. And Mikhail Sergachev scoring his 1st goal of the playoffs today, defenseman. All I can say is, Boston, you need to focus on next game. Just focus on next game, Boston. It was a tough game. You just got to move on from it, okay? It's all right. Now, that's it for this. That's it for me for this game review. I got to move on to the next game. Also, I want to sincerely apologize for the 2 game previews that did not come out today. I sincerely apologize for that. The amount of videos that I'm supposed to have a day are down usually, and I've made about 5 videos in 2 days, and I was trying to keep the grind going, but unfortunately something got in the way, and I just couldn't avoid it. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the year. It would mean a lot if you guys did subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.